Welcome or welcome back to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this clear vinyl double-sided pouch. It's got a zipper on both the sides and we have also put a swivel clasp in the corner. So one side we've got a zipper like this. So we have kept pens and we flip it over. On the other side there's another zipper. So we have got a zipper on both the sides. And we have put the zipper on the opposite side. One pocket and another pocket. So this is how it looks. So it can also hold small creams and stuff. So this is how it looks. We have kept pens over here now. So let's check out the materials required to make this. Also all around here we have put a binding. We require 2 pieces of clear vinyl and these measure 7 inches by 6 inches. 1 piece of clear vinyl measuring 7 inches by 8 and 3/4 inches. We have 4 pieces of binding strips. So these pieces measure 1.5 inches by 8 inches and we have folded them in the half, got the raw edges again to the center and folded them. So we have done this for all 4 strips. Now for the swivel clasp we require another tab and this fabric measures 2 inches by 4 inches. We have done the same thing, folded it in half, raw edges to the center, again folded. Now we require one strip of bias bindings and this measures 1.5 inches by 31 inch. 2 zips measuring 9 inches long and 1 swivel clasp. These are all the materials required. So first we are going to prepare the pockets. So the side that measures 7 inches we'll be putting the bias binding. So we just folded it in half, got the raw edges to the center, again folded. Now right in the center fold we are going to insert the 7-inch part of the clear vinyl. So this will be inside the binding and we are going to clip this. So here we need to make a stitch. We'll do the same thing for the other side also. Just insert it into the fold and clip the entire edge. So this is on the 7-inch. We'll be making a stitch. Now for the zip also we'll be doing it on one side. Same thing, we are going to insert the zipper tape into the binding. Remember the zipper tape, the top part will be inserted into the binding. We'll do this on the other zipper tape also. So we need to make a stitch on all 4. Now I kept a butter paper down so that the vinyl does not stick to the base of the sewing machine. I have not put this under the foot since I am using a Teflon foot. So we'll be making a stitch on this. We have finished making the stitch on all 4. So since we are attaching the zip to the vinyl like this, remember when the zip should be opening from left to right and we'll be putting the binding on the top part of the zipper tape. So the top part will be going inside the binding strip. So same thing will be for the other side also. Remember not to insert the lower part, so the top part will only go. So see that the zipper opens from left to right. Now we'll be attaching the zipper to the vinyl. So we'll be attaching the base like this now. we have extra fabric and zipper tape on both sides. Once we attach it, we will cut the extras from both the sides. So here we'll be attaching it like this. See that the zipper tape is not seen from above, so it should be in line with the binding strip. Now we are going to attach a clip on both the ends like this. Now here we'll be making a stitch. We'll be doing this on the other side also. Now in case we are not comfortable doing this, since clip is only on two ends, the middle is loose, so it can slip. So another way of doing this is, the middle will be slipping when we will be stitching. So another method of doing this is by using the double-sided tape. So on the binding strip that we just stitched, we'll attach the double-sided tape right in the center. So we're just going to put this on the entire binding strip, and we'll be attaching the zipper tape on this. So now we can either put the tape on this or we can put this on the tape, whichever we feel comfortable. But we'll have to see that we align it neatly and then press it. So the zipper tape should not be seen from the binding strip, so the edges should be neatly aligned, and we're just going to finger press the entire strip like this. So it is attached to the zipper tape. So this is an easier method of doing, and we can directly make a stitch on this. If you are comfortable just putting the clips on both the sides, then also you can do that. So now we are going to make a stitch on both of them. So here we have finished stitching on both, and we have also made double stitch on both the sides. So same thing we have done for the top and bottom part. We have just made double stitch on both the binding strips. So this is how it will be looking, one closer to the teeth and one away on both sides of the binding. Now we are going to take the bigger vinyl strip, and we are just going to align the base first of only one pocket. We have taken only one pocket that we just prepared, and we are going to align the edges, that is the base and the sides. Here we are not going to stitch the entire thing. So first we are just going to align the base and the sides and clip, put 4 clips all around so that it holds properly. Now we will be making a stitch only on the top part, that is on the binding that we put, only on the top part, not on the base. Only on the top part we'll be making a single stitch over here. The down will be completely loose. So this is done. We have put only single stitch on top. The base is completely free, open. They are not attached to each other. So this is open. Now this is done on one side. We'll just turn it over. So one side is done. We'll flip this entire over. The other side there is nothing. Now we are going to place the other pocket that we prepared, but we are going to put it on the opposite side. So the zip will be on the opposite side, and we are going to align the base. Same thing we are going to do on the opposite side. We are just going to align the base like this and the sides, and again we are going to clip this on all 4 sides, make a stitch only on top. So again we will just be clipping this. What we did for the other pocket, we will do the entire same thing for this pocket also. Align the side and the base, put clip on 4 sides, make a stitch. While making a stitch, remember to remove the down pocket. So it is like this. We are going to pull what we just stitched. We are going to pull it out of the way and make a stitch over here only on a single vinyl piece. We are going to make a stitch over here. The base pocket should be pulled out. So here we will be making a stitch. Now we have finished making a stitch. So this is stitched on one side. only top over here, and the other side also the pocket is stitched, base is free, and top we have stitched. Now we're going to put this together, flatten it neatly. We need to make a stitch all around. So first we're going to just flatten it neatly. While stitching, remember to put the slider inside. We will also be cutting all this extra, and we'll be stitching all around over here. Remember to get the sliders inside while stitching on the zip. This is stitched all around, and here we have got one pocket. We'll flip it over and we have got another pocket. So this is the basic body of the pouch. It's ready. Now we'll prepare the tab. For that we'll take this fabric, fold it in half, get the raw edges to the center, and again fold it. We'll just be making a center stitch. So it's stitched only in the center. Now we will insert this into the swivel clasp, fold it. We are going to open the edges, that is the raw ends. We are just going to open it like this, and we'll get the right sides together, and we are going to neatly align the edges and the center marks, that is the folds, center folds. We are just going to neatly align everything and clip them. So clip the entire edge neatly. See that it's neat. The center marks and the side marks, fold marks will be aligned together. We need to make a stitch on this. It's a simple straight stitch that we will be doing. So here we'll be making a stitch over here. Once the stitch is done, flatten the open the fabric like this and flatten it, and we'll repeat the entire thing what we did for the tab. That is, first we'll make a fold in the center, get the raw edges to this fold. Both sides we are going to get the raw edges to this fold, and then we'll again be folding them. Now we'll just fold them together and give a slight roll, so the fabric will be flattened. So we're just going to roll it like this neatly so that they come together and it will be flat. So this is how it will be. It's flat now. Now we're going to make a stitch on this. That is only to hold the fabrics together and the swivel clasp together. Now we are going to take the main body that we prepared and take any circular object and just place it in the corner and trace a line. This is only to curve the corners. Since we'll be binding it, we don't want a sharp edge. We're just going to do this to curve the corners slightly. So any circle size will be okay. Now once we have finished tracing a line on all four corners, I want to cut this corners. Finish cutting all corners. Now we need to attach the binding. So for that we are going to take the binding strip, just fold it like this, and we'll start attaching it. We are not going to stitch the start and the end. Now we'll just attach the edges like this, align the edges and attach it. And the corner, in case you want to, you can make small cuts so it can stand neatly, or else you can directly clip them. See that the edges are aligned neatly, and we will be clipping all around. So once we reach the end, we are just going to stop. We can either overlap it and stitch it, or we can fold it and stitch it. So we will be folding and stitching. So for that we are just going to stitch all around, leaving the ends open. We are not going to stitch the ends. So first we will stitch all around. Once we reach the end, we are going to put both the unstitched edges like this, fold them. This is where we will be joining them. So we are just going to finger press this and make a mark over here, fold mark over here, and we are going to pin them together. We need to make a stitch on this first. So we are just going to pin them together over here and stitch them first, and then we will be continuing the entire binding. So here we are going to make a stitch. So now we are just going to flatten the seam neatly, and we are going to make a stitch on this. The binding is fixed all over. Now we are just going to turn the binding strip to the other side and finger press the seams like this, so that it gives a neat finish even on this side. We will have to double fold this on the other side. So on this side we are just going to finger press the seams neatly, turning the binding to the other side so that it looks neat on this side also. Now once we have done turning the whole strip, we will just flip the whole pouch, and here we need to double fold this binding strip. So one fold and two folds. See that it reaches the edge, that is the place where we just did the stitch. So we will try to align the fold right on the stitch mark that we just did, so that it looks neat on both the sides. From both the sides it will look neat. So we are going to do this for the entire pouch, that is all around. We will be folding the bias binding double, and we will be clipping all around. See that you neatly pull the binding strip so there is no excess fabric either in the center or on the other side, and we'll be doing this all around, especially in the curves. See that it is neat. Now once we've finished folding all over, we are going to make a stitch right on the edge. So now finish clipping all over. Now we're going to make a stitch all around. So the binding is done. Now we need to attach the swivel clasp. So for that, initially this was long since I was planning to put it in the side, but now we'll be putting it in the corner. So I have reduced it to 1 inch, around 1 inch I have cut from this. So we are going to attach it over here like this. It's a simple straight stitch that we'll be doing on this. So we have attached the swivel clasp in the corner. This is how it looks. So the pouch is completely done. We have got 2 zipper pockets, one on this side and the other, once we flip it, it's on the other side. So this is how we'll be preparing this. Please to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.